So I hope this is recording. I think it ought to be. But in any case, just doing a little pre-ride checkup here. Tell me, do you guys check your machines? I still don't like the way that kickstand comes up. I just think it could be a little better. Okay, heading down to the bottom of the driveway here. Always taking our life in our hands when we do that. And taking off. Now, I've had a few comments. One of the things, I gotta say, I've been doing a lot of garage vlogs, but very few actually out on the bike recently, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do a little vlog on the bike. Just kind of roll around. Still don't have a lot of miles on this little guy. Somebody said Larry Lightning, a gentleman named Ashley Johnson, and he tells me he's a gentleman, but you know, you always wonder about that. He's the guy from the middle of nowhere in the UK. And he says it's raining, so I think he was bored and he was coming up with names. But you know, Larry Lightning is not bad. Sort of liking it. So give me a comment down below and tell me if you also kind of think that's cool. Doesn't mean I'm going to do it, of course. But if it's popular, it increases its chances. Remember, we run this as a vlog. This is not a democracy by any stretch of the imagination. So I'm going to let this car go through because I'm going to wait for that to clear before I go through, because these spikes on the road just scare me half to death. I don't know if the motorcycle is strong enough to push those down. If I get caught between them, what happens? There's any number of questions that come up when I get close to those doggone things, but I don't trust them. Alright, so this vlog we're actually riding. We're going to go out and ride. And a couple of things working on here, a couple of things testing. Number one, of course, is that toe peg situation. Is it to our liking now? Do you like me now? And the other is, as I ram the camera around, probably give everybody a headache here. And the other is just in general how the bike is feeling. Now, I'm still not messed with any of the suspension settings. We're still in active 3 mode, which puts most of the menu in the center. I do plan to do a vlog on that in the future and show what that menu looks like. And hey, we got a green light. Let's give it a try and give it a couple of upshifts and kind of show you where I've got it set. Ooh, boy, the upshifts are cool. So upshift is very nice. I'm liking that, actually. And the bike is still butter. Still butter. Although the name is not going to be El Burro. Sorry, I'll give the attribute to a person who said that. That is Italian for butter. But if any of you speak Spanish, it comes a little too close to the animal. But it was a game attempt. A game attempt. We're going to pop off to the left here. Another thing that I have heard from people is that the Aprilia turn signals are supposed to be self-canceling, and I have not seen that, and I've left them on for quite a while. Someone gave me a note. Maybe this is true in other countries and not the US, but someone told me that, and I left them on for a long time and they didn't self-cancel. So I wonder if there's market or regulatory forces at work, which doesn't make sense because of course the Ducati has those self-canceling signals. Ooh, get a little cool air in here. Today is the last day of September, the ultimate day of September, and it is just a gorgeous day. One of the reasons I didn't ride so much last week, I had some family things to do, but it rained in San Diego. As I said, I wrote a letter to the mayor. Come on, hello. Ooh, some oil and stuff there. Don't be shy. Let's go around this person. When they're shy like that, motorists, I think they actually could be a little more dangerous than if they're somewhat aggressive. I don't like somebody that's overly aggressive, but if they're so shy that they're glancing around at everything, it makes me a little bit nervous. I think those people are a little more prone to panic, perhaps, than other drivers that are a little more, hey, got a nice little hand wave there, didn't recognize the machine, looked like a big scooter, but I did not recognize it. Anyhow, that's that. The other thing I want to mention, I want to dedicate this ride to a member of my family I'm not going to name, cousin actually. Grew up here in the San Diego area. I grew up a little further north in a suburb of Los Angeles, and just suffered a very big tragedy. And I just want to remember them and ask you to stop for a moment and think. Do you know anybody in your family suffering from depression or what you think might be depression? Remember them and try to stay close to them. Everyone looks back and says, what could we have done differently? But in this case, again, we're left with few answers, and my heart just goes out. This is the second time this family has had severe tragedy, and yeah, enough of that. Anyway, my heart goes out to your cousin. Like the brakes, they come up quickly on this little winding road here. You just have to be prepared for them. We have these little ins and outs as we go down the road. Back to motorcycle stuff. The ride still remains sublime. I'm very happy with the toe peg position. I wouldn't mind it if it was a trifle further out, but I think at this stage it's not worth worrying or bothering about. I think it's going quite well. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with where the brake toe peg is. It's about at the same level. You have to actually lift your foot up to go over and press down, and in the natural, hello Mr. Porsche, Miss Porsche, in the actual riding position, love that quick shifter. Even better than the 2017, although still got to give it to the Ducati. I think that is the smoothest, particularly off the higher RPMs. So yeah, the quick shifter is great, and the foot position I think is pretty nice also now. So I don't think, I may go for some decorative time in the future or something like that, but I don't think I'm going to I am certainly not going to mess with rear sets. No rear sets for me. We're off on a very bumpy road. As I mentioned last time, Mrs. Cooper is an amazingly tolerant woman for the most part. Lets me be my stupid teenage self. But I just don't think I want to go over and tell her I want to buy a $500 or $600 set of rear sets to put on a brand new motorcycle. Might get away with $100 or so for a nice set of spring-loaded drop pegs of a pretty color or something like that. But not going to go the rear set route. Really enjoy the other aspects of control of this machine. I'd like to find, somebody gave me the name of a suspension tuning authority that's located here in San Diego, and I wouldn't mind going to them. And I never did that with Tony Thunder, and maybe I'll do it with Larry Lightning, because I wouldn't mind going to them and seeing, is there a fine tune that would be an aha moment, like, wow, this is transformative, this is great. So that may happen, but once again, a lot of the major things that I think I'll be getting to will happen after we complete the break-in service, because there's no sense getting too far off stock. By the way, I should make a list of the modifications that I did on Tony Thunder and get some opinions on whether or not you folks like them as a possibility for Larry Lightning here. We are stuck behind a very slow-moving truck that even alliterates. And such is life riding around the hood. Still enjoy the ride. It's still fun to do. I'm going to try and go up over the top, one of my other favorite Nürburgring roads. Boy, there is a person that is just really on my tail. They are saying, how come you don't get up and get on the tail of that truck? Well, and I'm going to try a few tighter twisties that I have time to do this afternoon. All right, I want to report on throttle response with old Larry Lightning here. And a gentleman sent a note, and I think he had a 2018 or 2019, I'm not sure. And he remarked that he felt the throttle was very choppy. Well, this fellow is having a hard time keeping it between the lines. Don't be an artist. The answer to that is this one, as OEM, seems very smooth, and the pickup from down low also seems nice. It does not seem to me to in my experience of motorcycle rides, we have to get past this person. Sorry, we are going to do a little filtering here. Mostly because we can, but we cannot get past, we cannot stand behind like that. So you're supposed to vary the throttle inputs during the break-in period. We're going to do that in second gear here. But, so the answer is, to my experience in thinking, this one is smoother than stock before, not as smooth as the race map that I did get put on Tony Thunder. Not that smooth. Well, looks like we can go. But smoother on the OEM. So that would be a quick first comment regarding the throttle response. Now, he said that he went up into a higher gear. We're going to try that in a bit. We'll go up in a higher gear and give it a lot of throttle. We'll give it some boost and see how it picks up from low down, so to speak. But we need to get to our little mini track destination. Watch out. Watch out. Okay, I'll be back to you in a moment or two. The rest of this ride is very unentertaining.